Hey guys, it's me King Diablo, and in today's video I'll give you a full guide on the memory imprints. So first let's see what these memory imprints are. You can equip memory imprints on your main weapon, sub-weapon, helmet, armor, shoes and gloves. These memory imprints when equipped on your gear gives them some special buffs. You can equip one memory imprint in each of these gears, but each memory imprint will have two randomly chosen special buffs. Currently, there are 4 different grades of these imprints you can obtain in the game. The purple grade, the yellow grade, the orange grade and the red grade. Currently, there are 26 different buffs you can get from these imprints. Any grade of imprints can have any 2 of these 26 buffs. Higher grade imprints doesn't give you any special buff. It just increases the tier of buff you obtain on these imprints. So for example, say a purple grade imprint has 4% movement speed buff. A red grade imprint can also have a movement speed buff, but it will probably be 8% movement speed buff. These are the 26 different buffs you can obtain on the imprints. Some of these buffs can only be obtained on the imprints for certain gears. Like the permanent HP increase buff is only available for the armor imprints. Each gear piece has a certain condition for activating their respective imprint buffs. This chart on the screen shows the conditions for activating the imprint buffs equipped to the respective gear piece. These abilities work everywhere except the Karkia arena and the spectator mode in the Ramonas arena. One thing to remember here is that the movement speed buff, the attack speed buff and the critical hit damage and chance buffs do not overcap your current limit for these stats. But if you get any stat debuffs from enemy, these buffs will come in handy. Now let's see how you can obtain these imprints. So the imprint for shoes you can farm from Chaos map in Valencia. The imprint for the gloves you can farm from Great Desert and Guild boss rushes. The imprint for main weapon you can craft from the craft screen, and the helmet imprint you can farm from the Kama Sylvia map, which will be coming in future updates. The imprints for the sub weapon and the armor can also be obtained after the future updates. So as you can see, the shoe imprints you can farm from the Chaos Valencia maps. You can also obtain these imprints in Black Spirit mode when farming in Chaos Valencia map. You can farm these imprints from the secondary frontline and the Chaos Nightmare zones too, but you cannot farm these from the Chaos Rift zone. The imprints for the gloves you can farm from the desert map and the guild boss rushes. But normally farming desert map and doing the field of valor doesn't drop these imprints. You have to manually farm desert and wait for the desert spoils to spawn and open those chests to obtain these imprints. Desert spoil chests have a high chance of dropping these imprints, but the chance is still not 100%, so you might not get one imprint in every desert chest. Desert spoils drop every 10 to 20 minutes when farming in desert, and you have to pick them manually because your pets do not work in desert map. And also these chests do not drop in field of valor. You can use the stone of luck and both the chicken soups when farming in desert to increase the chance of getting a desert spoil. The imprint for the main weapon you can craft from the craft menu, but you can only craft one imprint every week. To craft these memory imprints, you will need memory shards which can be obtained by feeding other unused memory imprints to your black spirit. Feeding the memory imprints to black spirits gives you a random amount of these memory shards. Feeding higher grade of memory imprints to black spirits gives you higher amount of memory shards, but the amount is still random. The memory imprints for every gear piece is also available to purchase from market using silver. Now let's see how to identify and equip these imprints to their respective gears. The amount of silver required to identify these imprints increases with the grade of the imprints. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. I will see you in the next video.